Good morning. Um, I've been asked to, or rather, more truthfully, advised to do sort of a promotional video on a product that I'm building. Um, it's tech stuff, remote management and monitoring of networks, Microsoft networks. Um, it is a custom built application. Um, I figured I was going to do it a little bit different, and I was going to give something to the end user, because normally this software run these types of software run as services in the background, and my dog is probably wondering why I'm talking to myself. And I just figured give it some functionality for the end user. So the primary focus there currently is sort of a marketplace where you can purchase your peripherals, your computer equipment, your consumables. It's also a business directory, so that each and every business that signs onto this can be on a searchable database. It will obviously have the back-end reporting for your normal RMM systems, or remote management and monitoring systems. Tech specs, probably very good. I'm actually very impressed. The results, installation footprint of the actual executables that I built was around probably about 1 megabyte. Tiny, but super functional. Ties in with the more modern APIs of Windows, so it doesn't have all the old code for the old systems. It's super lightweight. Bandwidth usage per agent, if you want to call it that, client or agent, is around 3 kilobits per second, which is nothing. Memory usage on startup is around, I think, 10.7 megabytes. Okay, but what does it do? So you have your normal software deployment, so you can assign packages to your machines and roll them out. You can obviously remote manage. You can log on remotely to the system. I plan on embedding Microsoft VoIP telephony, Microsoft VoIP telephony. It's an open source VoIP system. I'm also working on a backup system that will replace your existing backup system, which is auto configurable. It's going to be a subscription based thing, so I'm not too sure how well that will go in the marketplace, but it uses some interesting technology that I've been working on, especially with the application deployment side. So there's a nice zippy way of doing backups, provided that your files aren't bigger than 4 gigabytes. So in other words, anything non-database should probably be okay. Obviously with cloud services and Microsoft Online Exchange, etc., it's unlikely that you'll want to use a database system, but you do have users obviously that will have databases, actual databases that accumulate vast amounts of information. But I mean, in such events, obviously you would just then tie into a sort of a file relay server that would hook up with your cloud systems, whichever flavor you wish to go for. On the back end, I've changed a lot. For me, the challenge there was to get the ticket logged in such a way that it has useful information for the engineer. There's also the issue of documentation that needs to be maintained from a systems service provider. And traditionally, these systems separate. They are, you would have a documentation system, and you would have a remote management system, and you would have a ticketing system. And what I've done is on the basis of how a network is laid out, I form a three-dimensional matrix of nodes. So in other words, if you look at your firewall is layer 0, and you look at your DMZ is layer 1 or 2, and you look at your file system servers and print servers as layer 3, end user layer 4, printers, copiers layer 4, subnets to other networks layer 5, 6, 7. So you then form a three-dimensional matrix through which you can see your node strings. And if a user wants to go, or rather a support technician wants to go work at node level 7, it will scroll through the information that he needs to get to the layer he wants to work on. And that three-dimensional matrix, ultimately, if you flat file it again, you turn it on its side, is a graphical representation of your network layout. So it becomes a documenting tool. So all of those systems then incorporate into one system that then give you your management, your reporting, your documentation, and also your ticketing system. So that then changes the way a person logs a ticket, ultimately, because a ticket is then logged from a node at a point in an imaginary matrix, and that agent collects the information needed for the work to be done. As the ticket is logged, it captures all the relevant information of the asset. The asset info is then passed on directly to the service desk engineer, which then basically circumvents the passing on of information from one receptionist to another who logs a ticket, who passes it on to an engineer who qualifies it. Okay, so the node to nerd link is super quick. I can't make a video this long. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some more videos, it seems. There's plenty to discuss. Obviously it's a system that I built myself, so I foresee not only, well, I foresee great cost reduction in service to customer. That's the gist of it. And also it ties in with the logic, coincidentally with this COVID-19 thing, where with these separate marketplaces and service providers, you create a network of your own that will then enable people to work from anywhere, and you can order your consumables, your hardware needs, etc., and it will, obviously get delivered by the delivery dude. But yeah, we'll have to do another video. It's getting too long, and I'm on the farm. You can probably hear the chickens and the dogs going wild. So to upload this is going to be painful. But in any event, that then concludes the promotional video done by Propellerhead. Cheers. Thank you for watching.